Good morning, friends. I'm Jackie. Welcome to Gone Potty Gardening. In these series of videos, I'm going to be attempting to clear the garden ready for planting this year. As you can see, we've had a dusting of snow, like probably a lot of you have. And look at the state of the garden through the winter. So there's quite a lot for me to sort out. But I'm looking forward to the challenge. But today, I'm going to go and get all the canes up and a general tidy, really. With a lot of people being at home now, it's a great time to plan a garden this time of year. I mean, you'd think it'd be cold, but around this side of the garden, it's really lovely. Yeah, it's a great time of the year to start planning and thinking about, I've got lots of time on my hands at the moment. Let's start a little garden. And it doesn't have to be expensive at all, so it is worth it. I've heard lots of conversations about people saying perhaps there might be a shortage of seeds this year. I'm not sure. I don't really know, but luckily enough that I've got enough for, a growing season this year. There's lots I want to do this year in the garden. I want to get rid of all these blue pipes. I think they look awful in the garden. At first, I thought, well, it'd do a good job of stopping the cabbage fly and all stuff like that, but living in a wet climate, all they've done is gone green. The netting's gone green and they look awful. So I'm actually gonna get rid of those, take them all apart, and store those blue pipes somewhere else. And I'm gonna think of something else because I don't know about you, but I do like the garden to look nice, And I think with all them blue pipes, it don't look good, does it? So I'm going to take you around the garden and show you actually what a mess it is until I clear it up. It's all about being real, isn't it? So I'm going to be real and show you. Right, this is the big long carrot bed that I had, and I've been using the carrots, and these little ones were not big enough, so I've just left them on there actually, but the donkeys will eat them. And he's terrible for a carrot. He likes a carrot, don't you? He's terrible. He digs them up even. So yeah, I need to go through this bed and pull some of these carrots up. Some of them still look quite big. Whether they are or not, I'm not sure, but let's have a look. Oh yeah, it's a decent size, isn't it? Yeah, really pleased with that one. I won't leave that on the floor as he'll pinch it. But that's what I want to do with the rest of these. Go through and see what other carrots are there that we can, use in our cooking. I'll actually leave that up there, then he won't be able to reach it. So yeah, after I've finished showing you around the garden, I'll probably take those up, see what we've got in this bed. And then I've got an electric fence that I'm going to put right around the edge. And I'm going to let the hens scratch all that bed for me, because that'll save a bit of work, which would be great. Here's another bed that was a right mess now. That had the pumpkins in. So that all needs clearing. But again, I'm going to use the hens to do some of the work for me. I've got a 15-foot separate piece of fencing that I ordered over Christmas. And obviously it's not going to be connected to the electric. But I shall set it round this area and let them scratch it up. Yeah, so you've got to make the most of the hens. Use them in the garden to help. So, and they enjoy it as well, picking out the little bugs and things. And look at this bean bed, how overgrown that's got and out of shape. So I'm going to have to take all the canes off of that and store all the canes. It's all about tidying up this time of the year. I mean, I should have done it before, but the weather's been so bad and wet and awful. So I didn't get around to doing that. These two beds have got the garlic in. And I can just see that they're just starting to come through. Another one there. And this bed is, they're starting to show through on there as well. Yeah, so that's good. Look at my poor arch, it's got pulled over in the storm. So I'm going to move that one anyway. So that's another job. This bed is doesn't need a lot of work. There's nothing in that one, so that's not too bad. But look at the pathway, how it's getting out of shape with the grass. Won't take long once I get going. But there's always a lot to do, and it's best to start it this time of the year. This is the other bean bed that I had. That all needs weeding. But I'm going to change this year. I'm going to take that down, and I'm going to use this bed as one big bed. Or separate it into two, actually, or else I'm not going to be able to reach around the other side. It'll be a good thing. This is the bed that had the sweet corn in. Look at the state of that. That needs a good weed. Like I say, all the weeds are growing in the pathways. It actually shows you, if you don't keep on top of it, it can overtake you in no time at all. But I knew that would be the case. I mean, I haven't been out here for a while. Not been able to, really. It's just been horrible. So, yeah, it has got a bit out of control. I mean, look at the algae on that netting. Looks awful, doesn't it? Under here, where it's been so wet, this is all parsnips, so I'll probably dig them and see what they're like. We'll be able to store them in the freezer. So waterlogged and slimy, it's awful. This bed is the kale, and that's still great. Look, still plenty of kale on there. Usable kale to eat. That ice will be keeping it nice and fresh, I reckon. I think in this bed was sprouts, which I put in too late. I'm sure it was. I can't remember for sure. But if I look under there, I think there's some tiny little ones on there, look. I'll just leave them and see what happens. What are you doing, drummer? What are you doing? Eh? This is another sprout bed. No, parsnip bed, this one. So that all needs clearing. And a piece of wood has come off the edge of that, so that I need screwing in. The area down there where I had all the pumpkins last year, that area is still covered with plastic, but I want to uncover that. I want to use the little rotavator along there and do that all nice. We've still got heaps of these kale, but we're never going to eat it all. So probably I might break off one of them stems and put it in for the hens. But they're very hard to break. So I managed to break one off. So I'll take that down and put it in for the hens. So there, I'll chuck that down for them. Come and see what it is. They enjoy all that. There's nothing never ever wasted. They love it, don't they? So always remember, nothing's ever wasted in the garden, especially if you've got hens or if you've got a compost bin, because we've had some of those and we're not going to eat all that many, so the hens are loving it. In this fruit area, I'm going to change it because Helen liked it when we had a big lawn along here, and the fruit bushes don't seem to be doing that great. I'll probably leave the front currants. But I have a plan in the polytunnel to redo it, and I'm going to use these beds, make them thinner and put them in the polytunnel. Probably the back beds I'll leave where they are. They need weeding, but they've got black currants in. No, blackberries. So they'll be fine. But these front beds and the side beds, they're just getting overrun with couch grass. No matter what you put down, weed suppressant, it grows on top. So it's a bit of a nightmare. All these fruit bushes need cutting back, which I'm going to do. So there's lots of jobs to do now. If you wrap up warm, it's a good time of the year to get outside, definitely. Get these jobs done. We don't get that much light now, maybe till about 4:45. But it's going to get lighter every day now. So that's something to look forward to. Yeah, all these need cutting back and moving. I'm going to move these raspberries. Do you remember I did a long row down the bottom of there of potatoes? Well, that's where I'm going to put the lengths of raspberries. They need a long row, don't they, so they can bush up and grow and give us lovely raspberries. But they're not doing anything at all. I think the grass is overtaking them all the time, and I can't seem to stop it. It's just rampant. So I've got my work cut out, definitely, but I want to get it sorted before we start planting again. So I hope that you can join me in these little episodes, mini episodes. So today I'm going to do the carrot bed and clear all the canes. I mean, look at the state of it down here. This is all old canes, old buckets of compost that all need sorting out. So I think I'm going to start with that today. Now I don't want to stick all these sticks in there because I want to put a roof on there. So I'm just going to gather them all really and put them on top of that raised bed there just till I find a space for them. And these are really good, these things that go on top of the canes. I've got some of those, so I better keep them safe. There's a few bags of empty compost. Well, old spent compost, you know, but you can use that again. Just add it to your compost heap and add more things to it, really. Nothing, like I say, nothing's ever wasted. So these old buckets of compost are from tomato plants I think I had last year. So I'm just going to tip them into the compost bin. I've got a couple of tubs here that I can use when spring comes. I'd like to get some more bulbs actually. There's actually so much to do. These are the tubs that I'm going to use in the polytunnel. So yeah, like I say, it's just a clearing up day really. Repurposing soil. It's really nice actually with the sun out. I'm just going to stand them upside down like that. There's another one there. And in a bit I shall get a spade and break that down in there. And I'll just give this a bit of a breakdown with a hoe. And I've also got some chicken waste. that later on I'm going to chuck on top of that. So that'll be good. There's some cuttings. Get out. There's a bit of water in that bucket. That won't hurt to put it on there. That's my weeding bucket. I like that because it's really deep, look. Mind? So yeah, although there's a lot to do, you soon get through it really. Can't remember what that is. Probably worm tea. In that bucket, it's a mixture of old coffee grounds and all sorts. It doesn't look great, I know, but once you've mixed it and layered it with some hay, oh, there's a bit of paper there. Some hay and layers of cardboard and stuff like that, it soon goes down. So that carrot bed that I'm going to go through in a minute, I shall put the old bits and pieces on here as well. And hopefully, in a few months' time, that'll be another pile of nice compost. Yeah, there's cardboard under there as well. I'm kind of doing a little video as I'm doing the big video. These are a bit small. I think these are all going to be. Mixture of small and big. But like I say, the ones that are small I'll give to the donkeys. But we've had some great carrots out of these beds. Basically clearing it, but like I say, I want the donkeys, chickens to clear it all for me. So there's the few that are all right, I'm going to put in that pile. And the smaller ones, the donkeys will have a nice feast. And they'll enjoy that. All the waste bits and pieces I'm leaving on the top because that'll go back into the soil. That's quite a nice one. I'll definitely grow them carrots again. They're Autumn King. They give you a great lot of crop. I've got a feeling these ones might be a bit bigger. Oh, that's a little bit of a wonky one. That happens when you've got stones in your soil. Well, that bed shouldn't be too bad for that because I filled that myself. Some nice ones. So I'll have a bit of cleaning up of them to do today as well. But I want this bed clear. Get off. Off. Yeah, that's a nice one. That's a nice one, isn't it? I want this bed clear, ready for spring. Yeah, these are the sort of size carrots we've been getting to eat, you know. But I mean, there are a few small ones mixed in among it. Here then. Here. Here. Get off the bed. Get off. Yeah. So this was one of the other jobs I did want to do today. Because like I say, I want to put that fence round and let the hens dig it all up for me. See, there's a few small ones. There's one bigger one there. But probably 3/4 to quarter of bigger ones. Now you know I do some of the videos. You might hear tractors in the background. They'll be busy with their silage for their cows. Get off, come on, off. Yeah, so look, not bad. You probably part boil them, put some in the freezer. There's still a few up here to go. I want to take these poles out. I think they're awful. I'm not ever going to use them again. Get off, off. Here comes a bit of rain. I'm sure that's going to melt that little bit of snow that we've had. Actually, with gardening, like anything else, once you get out here, it's all right. It's the thought of it. When it's all warm indoors, you know. Yeah, we got a bit of a shower on, but I want to try and finish these few. And then I know it's done. And then I'm going to go and get that fence in and see if I can fit it round here. And let the... Get off! Off! Get off! And let the hens in here and scratch it up for me. There's some solar carrots in here, the yellowy ones. And there was a lot of nasturtium. Well, I didn't plant that. I don't know. It must have... the seed must have been dropped. You enjoy your carrots, don't you, Riley? Yeah, there's some nice ones here. I shall take all the worst off of them. I sit in the polytunnel, do that, and then take them indoors. I don't think we're far off of being done now. There's one more there. Another one here. That's one of the yellow ones. And that's one of those nasturtium. So I think that's practically the carrots harvested. And the chickens will certainly have a good rummage around on there and hopefully won't leave me much to do. So this is the 15 metre bit of electric fencing that I ordered. Because the idea of it was that I could just run a piece of wire, electric fence wire to it and move it around the garden and let them help me do the work. But I know 15 metres is not a lot, but it's better than trying to move a 50 metre fence. So I think it'd be good. And this came a while ago, but it's been so awful out that I haven't got it out the box. And the electric fence at the moment isn't actually working because it's been affected by the floodwater, so I've had to turn it off. So it's a case of keep an eye on the poultry at the moment, and next year I'll have to figure out a way of cornering it off so it doesn't, you know, block the whole lot of it. So yeah, that's these are meant to be stronger because the canes are stronger than the one you get on the 50-metre normal poultry fencing. I found that with the other fence I had to put posts on it as well to strengthen it, because every time you tried to do the next part of the fence it was all bending. So yeah, so the idea of this is to, you know, obviously I will run a wire to it, but I can't at the moment, and move it around the garden and get some manure and let the chickens help me get it good. There's a couple of ties on here I need to get off. Excuse me sniffing. So it is nice though. Cold but nice. Yeah, like I say though, once you get out here you don't want to go in. But mind you, I do want to go in. I want a cup of tea in a minute. Yeah, so these bits here where you can connect your electric fence. What I'll do is roll it out on here first. Otherwise it might get all knotted. Yeah, let's get these off. And then what I'll do is I'll get a couple of the hens and let them have a scratch around in here. Obviously keep an eye on them. Mind. Yeah, there's some hooks there that keep it down. Basically I want to see, I know it's 15 metres, but visually I want to see how far that goes. So what I'll have to do probably is at the start of it. Oh, this is the start of it here. Luckily it's got these balls on it that stop you from getting it all twisted and caught up. So I'll just stick it in the ground to start with. And then I'll adjust it to where I want it when we've got it there. Oh, there's another bit of tied bit down there. Put them in pocket. Yeah, so this was the idea. Also, it will help me with the slugs, which I was hoping it would. I'll get myself in the right state, wouldn't I? Should have started around the back, I think. Anyway, let's go this way. Let's pick the whole sticks up now. See, I'm not sure the length of it. I am, but not when you stick it in the ground, if you know what I mean. So let me see. I've got to leave an opening at that other end so I can get the hens out. I wonder if they'd jump on there and fly over. It's quite tall actually, which is handy. And I'm probably going to have to go around that awkward side in a bit and go around the back and fix it. This is much better quality fencing than the one I got over there, but it is dearer. It doesn't matter if I loop it on here because it's not electric. Hopefully the hens don't realise it's not. I'll stick a post in there. So yeah, it's the awkward bit now. I'll go around the back. And so there's plenty of room, so that's good. I wondered, how far it would go around here. Yeah, I've got to have a little bit of patience for these. So I think I'm going to have to pull that quite taut, that one. So like I say, I want to leave an open bit at the end so I can get in and out to let them out. And that's going to be too saggy there. So what I'll do, I don't know. Let me figure it out, hang on. I bet you're all going, move it, move it. Well, actually, this end one needs tightening. And if I pull this one a little bit tighter, stand on the corner, which still leaves me with quite a bit here, so let's pull that a bit tighter. There's a bit of stone or something down there. That's a pain. Yeah, it's one of those tiles. Bit of a palaver, but it's worth it. I think it's just getting used to it, actually. That's all it is. And there's a gap over the back here, which I'm going to stick this grass in front of. And, oops. So I'm left with this last bit and it's quite long. So what I'm just going to do is go right across and back on myself, sort of thing, like that. And that would be the bit, if I turn it around the other way, that would be the bit that I use to get them back out. And I'll probably have to coax them out with some food. So yeah, I'm going to use this bit, let the hens go in there, let them wreck it and dig it up to help me out. I'm going to put them in there for a couple of hours. Wait. I haven't got hold of you properly. There you are. There you are. So I'm going to leave them in there for a couple of hours. Let them have a scratch around every day. And hopefully help me in the garden. So it started raining. I'm going to go in now for a little while, come back out when it stops. But the hens have got a nice bit of scratch area and it's going to help me in the long run. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye. why not come and join me on Facebook or Instagram? The link is in the description.